So what is Unreal Game Link? This one. So Unreal Game Link is a plugin where you can modify the game content in editor and see it at runtime in the game while it is already running. The game could be running on a PC, could be running on another computer, or could be running on a dev kit like PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Or any platform in general. So I have here as a plugin the Unreal Game Link is enabled, and when this plugin is enabled here in the plugin settings, we can find some settings. The most important one is enable at runtime, because this will be in a config file with the game build itself. And the other important thing is the target platform. So because I am in Windows now, and for this test I will be using Windows, so I set one target, and this target will be Windows, no editor, and then I selected where my build is located. Now this location doesn't have a build. We will make a new build. So come here, package, and before making the build, there's something very important about packaging settings. We don't use the pack file, so it's very important to uncheck using pack file, because it is checked by default in any new project. So I'm gonna come here and I'm going to make a build quickly. Development, it's fine, and Windows 64, and make a build. Once packaging is completed, I can go to the build here, Windows no editor, and this is my game. I can open it. Okay, let's minimize the window. Let's make it smaller, something like that, so you can see it here. And let's bring back the editor. So I'll put the editor like that, maybe. And now here's the fun begins. I can come here to a material or any asset that I need to modify, and then I can modify the asset, and I can see the result right away in the game when I need it. So I for example changed this material or this shader. I changed the main color, and this is reflected here to mannequin in the editor. I also probably will be changing the color here for the plate and the chest. Now it looks like this as soon as I'm ready to see the changes in the game. So here is with my controller, I'm running the game. I can press Unreal Game Link, and I'm going to choose the files that will be saved here. They will be translated to the game right away. So I'm going to say save selected, and then while playing, it's boom, we have the change here. We can for example change this piece only to something like blue or purple or whatever, and then say link or game link, and then we see the change right away in the game. This is not only about materials, it's about pretty much everything that is not code related. So for example, I can come to the animation blueprint and can make something very fun. I can come here and add bone transform or transform bone, and let's connect it like that, and let's choose something like the neck, and let's say scale the neck 3 times, and the scale mode here is add to existing, and then I can compile, so it should look like that in the game. So again, I can here while the game is running, and while I even playing the game and moving, I can just say Unreal Game Link. It says you need to save or link the animation blueprint. I say yes, and then right away in the game. Again, this is possible also in the dev kits. So if there's a PlayStation 4 neighborhood, which I don't have in this computer, or Xbox One manager, also I don't have in this computer, if any of those have a game build that is running, can be modified right away. Also, this is applicable for things like cinematic, things like sound files, things like textures, importing new files, removing files, things like that. Let's do it one more time here. For example, worlds, maps, all those. One thing to keep in mind, because this is going to swap files in memory if they are changed. So here, because we are playing, and while we are playing we see the change because we swap the animation blueprint in memory. But for example, if we did change in the level layout, for example here in this map, if we do change, like, let's go to the floor. Oops. Here. So for example, if we, let's say, duplicate this, and let's say we change the color of this text to yellow, for example, and even not only the text, we change it to Unreal Game Link, something like that. Now when I link, the level here will be reloaded. So even though I am playing, let's just ignore this animation blueprint. Even though I am playing, if I say save, the level will be reloaded. And we see here in the game the two stairs and the text updated with the color and everything. We can come back again here to the animation blueprint, and we change this to something like the left hand, which I believe it is called hand L, and this is for the right hand, which I believe hand R. And let's keep it scaled as well, so we compile, it should be large. Let's change this as well. I don't like the neck to be scaled. We need just the head itself. Yeah, this is much more fun. And now I can say game link. I select the animation blueprint again while playing. Let's say I'm here, happy jumping, and then suddenly everything we change it, we see in the game build right away. This is saving too much time, and it's very good for iterative development, and this is the nature for any game project development. Thank you.